Hi, I'm Blake from ScheduleFlyt. ScheduleFlyt's an app that was created by a pilot for pilots and examiners, and today I'll show you how to create your ScheduleFlyt account as an examiner so that you can stop with all the back and forth texting, emailing, phone calls surrounding getting appointments scheduled and have everything done in just one place. So to get started, you just go to scheduleflyt.com. That's flight is spelled Flyt. And once you're here, go ahead and click I'm an examiner. Put in your information. Don't forget your designee number and what type of exams you're authorized to administer. And then once you're done, click create your account. Once you have an account created, you'll want to click sign in. You'll actually sign in at that point. And then you're going to want to come over to, this is the overview. It kind of tells you how ScheduleFlyt works. You're going to want to come over to your schedule. And your schedule is just as it sounds. It's when do you normally work as far as providing exams, whether those are FA medical exams or designated pilot examinations, whatever. So if you normally work 9 to 5, and let's say that you don't work Tuesdays or Thursdays, we'll uncheck those to make sure that those don't show up as availability. Or maybe you only work Monday and Friday, just as a caveat there, right? To make it more complicated. Then you can go through and you can see we already have some appointment slots created, but you can add and remove appointment slots. And those are basically like your check ride types or your exam types. So if you wanted to add a new one, we can do class 3 medical here. And let's make that one 60 minutes. And so this is for a test medical examiner. And so now we have these 3 different appointment slot types. We're good to go there. This is what the pilots will see, and I'll actually show you that here in a minute. And then exceptions. So these are exceptions to your schedule. Think about these like time off, vacation days, or whenever you're not going to be available. So if I know that I'm not going to be available, let's say like the last week of March, maybe I'll put that in there, and or maybe I'm starting my ScheduleFlyt account and I know that I'm already booked up for the next 3 months. So what I would put in here is I'd add an exception that's from today all the way through to 3 months from now, or whenever I start to be available again. And that's an easy way to kind of not worry about your current calendar as much when you're creating your ScheduleFlyt account. Once you're all good to go, you save your schedule, and then there's one last thing that I want to show you before showing you what this looks like to the student on the other side, and that is if you come up here to settings and profile, I've already set up payments, but there'll be a way to enable payments here through the application. And so ScheduleFlyt will actually allow you to, once you've gone through and set up payments, which happens through Stripe. There are like our payment processor that's really awesome. They're easy to work with. It's quite nice. So you set up all of your stuff with them, follow the instructions after you click setup. Once that's done, and our system knows that, you would set a deposit amount. And so what this is this could be how much you charge for exams. This could be a base amount. Right now, you can only put in one amount. So if you have different exam types and different amounts that you charge per exam, you'd want to put the lowest one in because that's all you can really do. You don't have to issue a refund for that. But the deposit is required checkbox down here means that they have to pay this prior to requesting to book with you. So a lot of, at least several DPEs that I know of have requested deposit fees in advance to make sure that their time's not wasted. And that totally makes sense. And this allows you to do that. So once someone books with you, here's what it looks like for you. So if you come down, you can look at your appointments here on the left-hand side. And February 11th, there was a class 1 medical exam requested by me, Blake Rogers, right? And you can confirm that, you can decline that, or you can add them to the wait list. And if you add them to the wait list, they will show up on your wait list just in case you have a last minute cancellation. For instance, maybe you have a private pilot that had to cancel due to marginal VFR weather, but you have an instrument check ride student that might want to take that spot last minute. And so that's a great opportunity, or maybe you just have people on your wait list as a medical examiner. But if you click here, you can see, hey, here's all their information. This is all fake except for my name. That's real. And it also allows you to see a message that they've put into you when they request the check ride itself. So now you've seen what it looks like on your side of things. Now let's see what it looks like when someone searches for you after you've input your schedule. All right, so now we're logged in as a student or as a pilot, and let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. They're going to go ahead and come over here and just click search. And then the last account that we just created was a medical examiner account. And here's a local zip code, right? And 20-mile radius. And so we can see, hey, here's some different medical examiners that are in this 20-mile radius of that zip code. And since I have my schedule on here, they can see my schedule. And they can click look at availability, and it will show, hey, here's the next availability. There's 78 appointments over the next 90 days, right? So, and it does take into account like what days off you have, like, and all of your exceptions. And then they can go ahead and click on any one of these appointment slots and go ahead and confirm that they want to book that. And it shows your deposit fee requirement right here. So you're all good to go. If you don't have a deposit fee, then no problem. That won't show up for them, obviously. But if you do choose to use the transactions kind of feature of having deposits handled through ScheduleFlyt, there is a transaction fee. It's, I think, $5.32. That's what ScheduleFlyt gets for handling the transaction. And it allows us to continue development of this application and provide it to pilots. And if you don't use it, it's completely free. So creating your account's free, having your schedule up there, communicating with other students up there, having all of your scheduling handled through here, 100% free. If you do choose to use the transactions feature, awesome. We really appreciate it because it allows us to pay for hosting and ongoing feature development. And pilot community is pretty small, so we wanted it to be both available for free as well as have a little bit of extra features for that payment option that would allow you to support the platform. So really appreciate you. Hope to see you on ScheduleFlyt.